Growing up never gets easier, and I think every one of us has had to learn that the hard way at least once in our lives. I've always lived my life freely, and I've always done what I wanted and never played by the rules. All my friends have always referred to me as the fun single friend who was always down for whatever was thrown at me, which was true and is still true. But there was a point in my life where I was no longer that free willed, fun, single girl that everyone thought I was. I turned into the girl who compared herself to everyone else and felt trapped inside everybody else's mind. 20s is a very hard age to understand because when you're 20, you don't know where to stand in your life. For instance, I have a friend who's married and lives on her own and is a school nurse. I have another friend who just bought her own home. I have another friend who's lived on her own for 2 years and has a degree and is getting her other degree. Then I have a friend who has an 8-year-old son, while I have other friends who are still going out, partying, and do what they want and still live their lives freely. And I've always felt like I was in the middle of that group, which is where the comparison comes from. I'm stuck in the middle of them because part of me wants to get my degree and settle down and do what I'm supposed to do, but the other part of me thinks I'm only 20, I still have so much time to do things. But it's hard when all my friends are already married, are engaged, or have kids, and are settling down when we're only 20 and 21 years old. I had all these plans, and I was really happy starting in the beginning of 2018. But when 2018 started, I got into the wrong group and the wrong relationship, and it really made me question a lot of things. I was forcing something to happen with a group of friends who I thought were my friends, and somebody that was never really ready for a commitment like he said he was. And that really tore me apart because I thought these friends would be around forever, and I thought that person would be too. They always made me feel as if I was allowed to do whatever I wanted, and that settling down was never a thing to do. And it affected me because I thought that I had all these plans and that I was ready for everything that was going to be thrown at me, but they made me feel as if I needed to be just like them and that no other friends could be friends like they were to me, which I knew wasn't true deep down. I ended up cutting them out of my life, I want to say, in July, and I went completely MIA from a lot of people for 3 months. And I did that because I wanted to focus on myself, get myself together, and figure out what I really needed to do in my life, and I'm really happy that I did. Because of those people and because of some decisions I made, I ended up always comparing myself and never felt my self-worth, just like everybody else should. You should always love yourself first, no matter what people say about you. I learned in those 3 months that it's okay to focus on just yourself and nobody else. I learned that school is important and that settling down is okay to do, no matter what age you're at. And because of those 3 months, and I'm still working on myself, I do love myself again, and I figured out a lot of things that I'm really proud of with myself. I've met a lot of new friends, and I've spent a lot more time with my family, and I've completely cut out people that I know are toxic to my life right when I meet them. So the person who sees their friends getting engaged, pregnant, married, moving into their first home, posting pictures with their significant other, and whatever else you see, and you feel like you're doing something wrong, stop. Their season isn't your season, and comparison is the thief of joy. I started 2018 in love with a boy who broke my heart and a group of friends who screwed me over right from the beginning, which I knew, but I still went on and hung out with them. But more importantly, I'm ending this year with confidence, self-love, and self-respect, and so many new friendships that have taught me what true love and loyalty really is. They've all taught me to know it's okay to be myself and to go at my own pace in life, because life isn't a race and everything will fall into place. I've learned that life is so much better when you're happy for the right reasons, and I hope you can all learn that within yourselves just like I did after this speech.